Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Heaven's Vault. Is it most curious? I'm sure it is. Yeah, I think he's reacting to something I accidentally pressed earlier, so let me just remark. 6. What have you seen? Yelling? 6? Okay, yeah, anyway. So yes, welcome back. So things were, let me just pause it for a second. Things were sort of interesting in the last episode. I'm still not 100% sold on every aspect of the game, I'll be honest with you. But it's got enough to keep me interested. This is the thing. It's like, you know, like I love the decoding stuff. I love everything about that whole section. I love the exploration elements. I love the mystery elements. I'm loving all of that. But I don't know, there's a few things about it that I don't quite like. This is the kind of game I'd give like a 6 or 7 out of 10 if I gave it scores. I don't really believe in scores in that regard. But yeah, it's a decent game. I like it, and it's going on. Now, one of the things I was going to point out, and the reason why things are sort of progressing when they shouldn't be, I accidentally pressed A on a statue while I was setting up the stream. Which is why 6 is running around trying to deal with stuff, and I've had to pause the game. So that was entirely my fault. Sorry about that. I just happened to hit the A button and a conversation started and I couldn't do anything about it. I actually tried to quit out the game, but the game saved the conversation. The game saves very regularly, actually. Even though it says last saved 24 minutes ago, it actually saved, although I suppose that was probably when I last did something because I paused it when I started the game and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, so it saved it and there wasn't really much I could do about that. All that happened is if you see where 6 is over there in the distance, there's a little statue next to him. She examined it and she said, this statue looks older than all the others. Perhaps it was the first statue placed here. Perhaps this is the statue of the first Empress, like the grave marker of the first Empress. There seems to be an item on top of it, which 6 is, of course, guiding me towards, because I clearly need it. That's, like, the important thing. So we'll go and have a look at that, and we'll see what happens. Now, in terms of, like, where the story's going, I'm not exactly sure. Obviously, we've got this great darkness coming, something to do with the loop and time being cyclical. Very much... means that like we're trying to prevent the disaster that happened years ago from happening again, potentially anyway. So we'll see what happens on that one. Anyway, let's actually just get going because yeah, frankly, I really want to see where this goes. So let's get into the thing. Yeah, he spotted the thingamajig up there, hasn't he? There's something up here. I don't know what it is. A hoop of metal. Like a bracelet? I wonder if there was once one of these on top of the shrine we found on the last Emperor's hideout in the Cyclones. Heavy, but perhaps not as heavy as I had expected. Indeed. There are symbols inscribed on the inside curve. Ah, more translation. This is the end of a longer line of text. Is it? With for my. Nope, that's not right. Okay, so it's not for my. For I? Oh, yes. I can add my translation for I to my dictionary now. Yes, I got I correct. That's good. I something for... I something for I die for good? I open. I speak for silent. Let's try I die for good. That sort of feels like a sentence. I die for good. So sure I've seen something like this before somewhere. We might be able to trace where it's from. I finished my researches, mistress. My conclusions are, I fear, worthless. What were you looking for? I do not know, mistress. The impression did not last for long. Perhaps there were metal hoops on all of the shrines originally? They might have been looted if they're valuable. If they're valuable. I feel like that's probably going to be... Oh, hang on. Question? Where was this hoop made, I wonder? Unclear, mistress. But we may be able to locate its origin. Seems very likely. I saw something... Oh, what's this? Stone marker. This one's worn smooth. How about this one? Ah, the inscription on this one is readable. Alright. That's a long sentence. This one is the end of a fractured fragment of text. Okay, so we could do us, perhaps? And we could say death. And then maybe every. Interesting. I believe I remember the word death, mistress. Nice. Every death, something us, makes us weaker together, follows, stays. Every death, something us weaker? Does every death make us weaker? Makes sense. It could. Oh, what we got? Remark? Gardens here are quite remarkable. Oh wait, I came in this way, didn't I? No great tombs or mausoleums. Has this place been ransacked? It does not look to have been touched at all, mistress. Only grown over. Perhaps they believed their souls would return to the rivers. Did the emperors believe in the loop? Can't open that. Oh, one in here apparently. If Ranber was hiring laborers from Elboreth, then the lady who runs the market there should remember him. Yeah, I already know that, don't I? Can't be many Ioxians hiring workers from her. What market, mistress? It's up in the Cat Kiss. I think you're gonna hate it. This one's buried. I need a machete to find any inscriptions. Oh. How many moons are there in the Arx Protectorate 6? At the last settlement it was 23. Oh. Nothing on this one. Doesn't look like we can get up to that. Bit of a shame. Isn't that a lot to manage? There are no threats at present. This no doubt eases the situation. More markings here. This one is several words. So we can probably say Emperor. That looks like will. Is. Emperor again? Blimey. I'm convinced my translation for will is correct now. Good. I'm taking off a lot of words here. Emperor is something. Emperor will something. Emperor is gone. Emperor will return. Emperor is strong. Emperor will prosper. Emperor is gone. Emperor will return. Still change my mind, but Emperor is gone. Emperor will return. Oopsie Jesus. Is this where all the emperors were buried? The loop teaches that souls who die return. I suppose that's what these people believed. It's a reasonable supposition. A stone setting. Either someone was making preparations when this place was abandoned, or the shrine that stood there was removed. What do the moons get out of being in the Protectorate? Yeah, this is continuing the conversation from before. Theoretically, the support of the Ioxian Guard, but that is largely historical. Locked. That's a shame. Anyway, doesn't look safe out that way. You're probably right. Nothing but sky down there. You sound like you don't approve of the Protectorate. I am neither for nor against it in principle, mistress. Although, it does not appear sustainable. A leftover from the Emperor? Indeed, mistress. The Ioxian Guard is an increasingly minor force. Let's launch a revolution. Let's not. Mistress is most droll. Oh, hello. Did I miss one? Smooth. What is a wellspring anyway? A source, mistress. Nothing more. Well, yes, but what is a wellspring? How does it work? This is talking about all the water here from last time. It is a source, mistress. It has no mechanisms, as I understand it. Oh, right, replace the hoop? No, take the hoop. I want someone to look at this. Alright, is that all of them? We can still go... steps. They don't look very safe anymore. Yep. We can go up here. This, I may end up regretting this. This one's set apart from the others. And it's inscribed. Ooh, a full inscription too. There's a few words in this one. Whoa, that's a lot to pick from. Okay. I will return something. No, that's not right. This doesn't feel right. It's not as. I really hope I can get the question marks one. Maybe we take winds out and put rivers in there? Ah. I will return something rivers. I will return from rivers. Return almost alive. I guess I will return from rivers. Makes sense. You see, now I'm starting to get some words that are like absolutely dead set in stone. It's getting easier to translate. They thought they were coming back. Believers in the loop. And by the waters, air must be getting thinner. Take your time, mistress. This location is extremely unsafe. Yeah, it looks it. Why am I up here? I was hoping I could kind of go down that way, but I can't even do that. There's literally nothing to interact with here. Please stay clear of the edges, mistress. There's a long way to fall. Do I have to wait for her to get her stamina back? Thanks for the warning. I was gonna dance along the wall.
The wind was strong up here. It wanted to grab you by the waist and chuck you down the cliff.
Emperors must have stood here, gazing across the nebula. It's a big place, actually. Tracing every stream like the lines on a palm. I can see Elboreth, mistress, through the haze. Can you? Oh, damn it, I missed it. There it is. You didn't think this place was built to view Elboreth? No, mistress. These two seem in better condition than those below. The stone hasn't worn so much up here. Ow! What was... Interesting. Mistress, have you discovered experimentally this shrine is indeed powered? Powered? They're machines? No, mistress. The stones are merely stones. But this one is charged. Aligned magnetic radiation, mistress. Similar to that which aligns and conveys the rivers. The shrine outside the hermitage where Renba died. It was just like these, I suppose. Just like these, it had run out of power. That seems likely, mistress. Rubesky foil from inside the figurine 6. That must have been part of how the Hermitage Shrine worked. Place the hoop on top. The shrine is charged. The hoop certainly fits. Let's try this. Seems like a long shot, but... And then... Let me guess. Nothing? Oh! Waters above. Have I been asleep? I spoke with the voice of a child. I was not expecting this. 6, what's happening? Some kind of message. Anyone you recognize? 6? 6? What's happening? It is simply a recording, mistress. And it will not last long. Please. What is a recording? Who are you? Do you not know who I am? No. I'll be honest. I should have you killed for that? You were an emperor? You really don't know. Your servant mechanical needs training. My brother is the emperor. Tell me where you think you are. The orangery, of course. Where is Elfa? She screamed. She screamed? I couldn't see her. She was behind my chair. If you see her, tell her she must never scream. What's wrong with your face? Are you so ugly? What? Why do you hide from me? Where is the orangery? Above the Withering Palace, of course. You should know that. Why don't you know that? This place isn't a palace. I demand to see my brother? I can't feel my legs. Oh Christ, this is horrifying. The power is failing, mistress. You must ask what you want to ask. Okay. What is the Withering Palace? Where is it? The Palace of Mechanicals. You would not understand. Okay. Do you know about an observatory or a vault? I've never sailed. So the vault will open for me when it's time. That's ominous. Have I been asleep? Mistress, the power in the plinth has failed. Back on. Is there a way to get more? No, mistress. The remaining alignments in the plinth have stabilized. The potential is gone. I'll leave her here. Feels like this is where she should be. Whoever she was. I was not expecting something like that. Have I been asleep? Oh, is that a glitch? Is that just repeating the last words again? Mistress, the power in the plinth has failed. Oh. I wonder if she really was an Emperor's sister. Must have glitched out slightly. That is plausible. Technology to be recorded would only have been available to the most important in society. What should I do, Six? It is up to you, Mistress. I am a machine. But I did not get the impression the child wished to be here. I literally can't leave it now because I've already used up that particular option. Fine, I guess I'll take the damn thing. Maybe we'll be able to talk to her again. Actually, that's a fair point. I'll be careful with you, I promise. I wonder what Huang would make of her. Who do you think she was? The ghost in the shrine. I do not know, Mistress. But I cannot imagine most people were recorded in this way. Nothing. It's just a rock. Take this thing back to Elboreth and show Aurori. She might be able to explain what just happened. Makes sense to me. So the ghost was royalty? At least. How old was that recording, Six? It is hard to be certain, Mistress. I would guess at least 350 years. She's been stuck inside a figurine all that time. The child you spoke to is not stuck anywhere, Mistress. It is merely a recording. Can you really record a whole person? Given enough time, perhaps. Once again, Mistress, you have forgotten who you are talking to. Just don't look down. Do not jump. I wasn't planning to jump. Come on, Six. Truly a most remarkable find, Mistress. Time to depart, Mistress? A little more to do here first. We've still a bit more to do here. I just want to double check that I've got everything, really, more than anything else. I can make my way back to the Nightingale manually. I was not expecting something like that to happen. I mean, that was genuinely surprising, really. So the Emperor hiding on the hideout moon. They brought the shrine and foil with them. And they hid the foil inside the figurine. If the Emperor took the recording we saw in the graveyard to the moon and hid her, then it wasn't Renba who hid the foil at all. He didn't even find it. I'm not going back across that, Mistress. The odds of collapse multiply with every attempt. I strongly suggest we use the hopper to return to the ship. Oh, all right, fine, we'll go. All right, I've seen enough. Be ready, mistress. So we left the surface of the graveyard of the emperors. With enough new evidence to find a new site, the Withering Palace. Cool. And we got a whole bunch of words out of that too. That was really, really interesting. I was not expecting anything like that. Like, that was kind of mind-blowing, really. Back aboard the Nightingale. Ooh. A curious place, mistress. Your question is within the palace. We're talking to the voice of a dead emperor. So much water. We were talking to the voice of a dead emperor? Indeed. Old emperors to advise new ones? Immortality of a kind. That whole moon, Six, must have once been filled with voices like hers. Ahead, atop every shrine. All talking, arguing, laughing. That place was a haven. Now you could hear a pebble drop. That's a fair point. Like, the idea that those things could have been like active all the time, it almost makes it like a council of the old, like a collection of dead emperors where the current emperor could go and ask for advice, perhaps. Maybe that's their form of immortality. They don't believe in the loop because why the hell would they need to? Well, time to move on. Indeed. I will ready the ropes, mistress. Kinky. I've still got 4 places to go. Iox. Iox is the home of the university. Yeah, but why would I need to go there? As always, I could share some of my recent books and findings to Huang. He loves old texts and might have an opinion on my translations. And he might know something about the Withering Palace, that figurine he told me about. I could go there next. My friend, Mechanics Aurori, lives in the citadel on Elboreth. I have to tell me what the metal hoop I found in the graveyard is. I do need to go there. I've kind of put that off for a while. I'd love to know why Janiki was hiring Elboreth and laborers. Yeah, we've also got this one where the apparent place of the ancient observatory might be found. And we've got the Withering Palace, of course. I'm tempted to go to Elboreth because I feel like I've kind of put off going there for a while. Alright, let's set sail for Elboreth because I haven't been there yet. Sailing to Elboreth in Ioxian space via the lower reach. The Garden Moon was a most curious find, mistress. The Holy Emperor was founded on a belief in rebirth. Holy Empire, even. They believed in the Great Loop. Oh, hey, Devon. Welcome back. You're liking this? It seems interesting. Yeah, there really is a lot to like. I'm not like 100% sold on the game. Graveyards were unnecessary. That's true. But for what there is an awful lot to like about it, so I'm okay with that. Hang on, whoops, one button. Which way can we go? Left or right? Let's go right. Whoops, right. Let's go right, please. Perhaps the Emperor did not believe in the loop. Humans, I have observed, are fickle. Sure they are. Guess we're going up that way. How's my day been so far? It's been alright, thanks. Either the riverhead could be to our destination. Hang on, left or right? Does it now? Then let's go right, because that looks unexplored and there might be some ruins along the way. Woo! Down we go. Where are we going? Oh, hang on. Left or right? We need to definitely go left. Looks like there's an unexplored ruin there too.
They say on Elboreth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back.
Damn it, I've gone the wrong way. Now I've got to go around the long way again.
But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Fair enough. So we're gonna go right. There we go. Oh, ruin. Hello, found something. Anyway, yeah, sorry. To answer your question, how's my day been so far? My day's been fine. Just did all the normal stuff. It was a pretty average day, really. The real question is with the Withering Palace, if that recording was made there. I don't know. But anyway, I hope your day's going alright over there, wherever it is you're living at the moment. Who knows what else was recorded? Yeah, that's true. The Withering Palace place is weird. We need more information, I think, before we go anywhere. Who knows what they know? A ruin! Yes, finally, caught up. Ugh, excuse me. It's a ruin from at least the earliest days of the Empire, Mistress. Please wait, Mistress. I recovered a charged page, empty except from some unreadable glyphs. Most likely came from somewhere close by. And here's something marked on the paper. This is the start of a fragment of text. Can we drink? That can't be the word for drink. Okay, there's not drink. Something of something of something. But we know it's not drink. House of... It's of. That's what's throwing me. Two ofs is weird in context. House of stars. House of words of love. House of Words of Love. That could be right. Hang on a second. Let me check my previous solvable. These are solvable, are they? nice. To divide us and join us. Yes, I found that one out last time. Light and speed. Yep. So these ones are all solvable. That's good. What kind of games am I into? I like quite a lot of different things. I like horror games. I like first-person shooters. I like RPGs. I like adventure games. I like Metroidvanias. I like a good platformer. You know, I like a lot of different types of games, really. You know, whatever sort of takes my fancy at the time, really. You know. So these ones are all definitely confirmed. We just haven't officially confirmed them yet. Take me home. And waters divide us. Alright, so those are all done. So we got... Nope, not that. Where's graveyard? Found etch in a gravestone. Golden Bell Drinking Goblet. This was the one. Love and song will lift your heart. So that was the one I originally thought was drink, and now I've changed it to love. Love and song will lift your heart does sound good too. So that's probably right. Alright, where are we going? Left or right? Left. Artifact trader on Elboreth. This charge pays to him. Oh, we're going this way. See if there's anything in the same site. Might help us track down its origins. Okay, where are we going? That way, that way, that way. And the dig site. Didn't even know we were looking for something in here. We'll come back and check that later. This is the problem. We got so many different places to go to. It's like we're dotted around all over the place. It's very confusing. Eagle Pass, huh? Have you been to Elboreth before? I do not believe so, mistress. Oh, okay. Careful, don't fall out of the bleeding... It's not mentioned often on Iox. No. Left or right? I feel like this is taking me the wrong way. I want to get to Elboreth. Surely I've got to go in from above. Well, you know what? Let's follow the route and see where it takes me. Maybe the game knows something I don't. Do I stream often? I stream every day of the week except Wednesdays, because that's my day off. Missed a turning, did I? I don't think I did. I've been following your routes exactly. See, it's leading me in this direction, but it's also telling me I've missed a turning, so now I think... Yeah, okay, hang on. Let me see if I can very quickly. Nope, it's not letting me do it. Alright, 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 alright. I'm gonna have to do something else here. Can you say L6? Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna do that. Ah, looks like I found my way there anyway. Bloody game, honestly.
Alright. So the game wasn't lying. It was also just getting very, very confused.
Strange. Could show the metal hoop to Ori. Yes, we could. Let's finally meet the guy.
We landed in the dust, outside the great walls of Elboreth. No one looked up to watch us arrive. The people here only ever look down.
So this is Elboreth. This was your home? This is my home. I have seen little but Iox, mistress. This is not like there. No, it's not. When did I first start streaming? Well, let's see. It depends on how you want to define that. Because before I was streaming on Twitch, used to put up videos on YouTube. I don't do that anymore, mostly because YouTube is a virtually impossible place if you want to do gaming these days. So I originally posted to YouTube, and I started streaming whilst I was also posting to YouTube. But back then, I was only streaming once a week on the weekends. Saturday or Sunday, whichever day sort of suited my needs. That started... When did I start streaming that? It's like 2017, I think it was. As for when I started... So I left YouTube, or I stopped posting to YouTube at the end of 2017, sort of November-ish. And I took a bit of a break. And then I started streaming on a daily basis in February last year. So take your pick from any one of those dates. What exactly is a cat kiss, mistress? The name of the inner citadel. But I'm not sure what it means. Have you sailed before, Six? I do not know, mistress. When I connect to the winches aboard the ship, they do seem to fit. I wonder if I once enjoyed sailing. Harvest. That's pretty small. Such as it is. Dried grass. Waiting to be taken inside. What is it for? I assume people do not eat it. Animals do. But not people. No. I wonder what I'd do without her. Ah, the Nightingale. Good ship. So let's go and have a look. What was the run button? Was there even a run button? I don't remember if there was a run button. Doesn't look like it. This must have been very fine once. But it seems to be decaying. Oh, hello. Good faith to you. Yes? How goes things? All fire and no smoke, as they say. Thank you. Be well. Stone feet. The slums below are named after these feet. They're the oldest things here. The original statue must have been huge. Bigger than the statue on Maresi? 4 or 5 times bigger, mistress. But it must be of a similar age, however. But you know, the statue on Maresi didn't have feet. I never thought that it might be unusual before. Were the statue on Maresi and the one here made at the same place? A fascinating question, mistress. Based on their mineral compositions, it is quite possible, mistress. I will consider the matter. This way. This is the gate to the upper citadel. Mistress, there is only solid rock behind this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elboreth. It still works, amazingly. I cannot see the eye, mistress. Without a line of sight to the eye, I cannot take us inside. What is a hopper eye? The eye is a focus, mistress. Nothing more. It receives and reparticulates the hopper signal. Think of it as a funnel onto which the sand of your beams are poured. I must assume this gate contains the hopper source. There must be a comparable gate above fitted with an eye. So who makes hoppers? I mean, where do they come from? Where do I come from, mistress? Or the moons? Or the rivers? Where does anything come from? I assume you've used the gate before. Yeah, hundreds of times. Though, as children, we sometimes climb down the outside of the walls. Just say the word. What is the word, mistress? Catkiss. Rimenya mi yen hua. Weird. Nothing's happened. Most impressive, mistress. Set boyakui rifa. I said, cat kiss. Rimenya mi ien hua. It isn't working. I don't understand it. Interesting. Read the inscription. There are ancient symbols here. I used to trace them out when I was a girl. Oh, yay, another inscription to look for. Yay. Oh, you've been thinking about getting into streaming yourself, have you? It's, challenging, especially if you want to stream at length. I mean, I stream 3 hours every day, and it can be very tiring. I mean, most people stream anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on what they want to do. I stream for 3 because I've got nothing else to do, so, you know, I figured why the hell not. Obviously, depending on where you live in the world, if you live in, like, Europe, like I do, UK specifically, if you really want want to know. Time zones might be against you, which I sometimes wonder if they are for me. But we got prey. No, that's not prey. That's prey. And I believe you can be confident of your translation for prey now, mistress. Yay! Excellent. Be welcome. Be welcome and pray. Hang on. Be empty and pray. Does be welcome and pray work? It's inviting us insects. Set Oyakui Rifar. Kibenya? Ian Hua Sally. Oh, that worked. What just happened? Goddess's name got me through? Interesting. This is the main courtyard. The rally's leading off in all directions. It's easy to get lost up here. Interesting. It's like 5 PM for you? No, it's just turned 4 actually in the UK. But obviously it's very early in America, which is why I don't get that many people like in stream as much. If I could stream later on UK time, that might be a little better for me, but I can't, so what you gonna do? This is the only time I've got, so it's the only time I'm gonna have to use. Anyway, we're gonna have to quick break because I like to take a break every hour, 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So we'll take a quick ad break and I will see ya in a minute. Okay, and we are back. Right, so we managed to make it up here somehow. I don't know if we were supposed to, but we have, so there you go. Have you lost robots up here before, mistress? I lost 3 up here as it happens. But 3 had lost itself long before that. That's the thing no one tells you about robots. They don't work properly. They're fragile. Is that what is happening to me? Am I going mad? I haven't noticed any indications of that. What do you think? I have no idea. I am as I am. He's Popeye. No, that's too old. I do not know what is normal. I suppose that's a fair statement. Locked? This gate's been locked for as long as I can remember. I think the key must have been lost somewhere. Maybe we can find it. Her and I used to climb over it. That's Tappy's shop. Presumably that's someone else's house, so I probably shouldn't go in there. If Rembo really was hiring workers from here, he will have hired them from the market. We could see if we can find anyone who knows what he was doing. Seems fine. Always yard is this way. There is a market that sells workers? I don't think it sells them, it probably just hires them. Sort of rents them out as such as it is.
On Elboreth, you could buy anything for any purpose.
Then again, I could be wrong. Strong as oxen. Dependable. Cheap. Mistress. What is this lady selling? Work market, don't worry about it. Can't you tell? Be honest with him. It's a work market. Workers? Keep your head down, Sixie. You surprised? You must have known. Are you surprised? This is Elboreth. It's about as far from Iox as you can go. That's not really true. I cannot be here, mistress. Won't they long? Mark up the people, not machines. What's the problem? My ethical core is programmed against suffering. It does not differentiate by economic status. Mine is just the same, Six. But there's nothing we can do. I am compelled to expend a considerable number of cycles verifying that before I can simply accept it, mistress. I'm sorry, Six. I wish I could fix it for you. What is your ethical core, anyway? I mean, what good is it? It is what stops me from pushing humans off cliffs, mistress. Is that something you want to do? It was simply an example, mistress. Were it to be convenient for me to do so, my core would prevent me. It pains me to talk to a slave driver like this. You're lost, Farwet. I want to ask you about a man named Renba. You brought a Maya Mickey with you? A robot? Here? A keen-eyes trader? The soapstone still has a spark. Tell me, soapstone, were you to bring a Maya Mickey down here? What good are the metal things to anyone? Perhaps you're hoping to start a riot? What's wrong with you? Someone cut your heart when you were a baby? Huh. You're fearless, ain't ya? I like you, if you weren't such a Selua. Better than that than what you are. Better than that than what you are. This is my job, my profession. My mother did it, father before her. How I put food on my table. Your kind won't be happy until only the Maya Meki can eat. By the business, I want you to tear. Won't be robots to stick a knife in your belly. You don't look underfed to me. Let's yes. Told you I wanted to talk about a man named Renba. I don't talk about my customers. So Renba was a customer. If he was, I wouldn't talk about it. So you're not going to help me. If you're looking for a worker, I will. But you'd better bring him back fit to work, unlike your friend Renba. I want to talk to the man Renba brought back. You want to hire one of my stock? I just want to talk to him. And then you can pay a fair rate. If that's to dig your plot or whisper to you through the night, that's your affair. Just don't break his leg. What's the laborer's name? Whatever you like. Listen, Salihua. Your Ioxian friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like as leather, your last chance he's got to earn himself a meal, so pay your dues. And let him go. He's not worth anything to you. I'll make you a deal. You take him off my hands for nothing, and you look after him. Yazzie, get out here. I know. Miracles happen. What time is it? Greet your new buyer. Mistress, please. Good faith and greetings to you, my kiss. Let's make one thing clear. As far as I'm concerned, you're free. Yes, my kiss, as you say, my kiss. Good luck, Farwet. I just want to ask you a question, then you can go. Go where, my kiss? I do not think anyone will hire me as I am now. You are Iox. You are hired from a man from Iox. I'll take you to Iox if you like. Lots of people sit around on Iox. I do not want to sit around. I want to work. Rang will find something from the library. You were hired by a man from Iox. I'm sure Harang will find something for you in the library. I think you'll enjoy the company. Micus. You were hired by a man from Iox. Janiki Renba? You have it right. The Micus's name was Renba. Where were you digging? Somewhere on Elboreth? No. Away. Away where? We sailed to a moon. God, his arm really is broken. Elboreth was visible in its skies. There was nothing there. But he made us dig. We found something. How did you break your arm? We were using a winch to raise up a broken rock. The winch had been strung together from a few old poles. A big hook someone found. Perhaps there was too much rock. The whole thing just keeled over sideways. I jumped out the way. Not far enough. What were you digging that needed a winch? A hole, mistress. A very deep hole. Could you find Remba's moon again? I think so. I think so, yes. But not on a map. I would need to fly with you. You want to go back there? No, never. But I see you do, my kiss. And I will help you. What did you dig up for Renba? I do not know. We had just uncovered a spar of wood, and then the winch fell on me. I was brought back here. You didn't see what was down there? Alright, let's get him back to the ship. This wasn't what I came here for originally. Perhaps we should return to the ship now, mistress? Yeah, let's. I can come back later. Thanks, Six. So we left the surface of Elboreth. I can come back later once I've got more stuff. Blimey. This episode's been full of a lot of weird things. First a talking dead person, and now a severely injured slave. As he claims he can find his way back to the moon where Rambo was working. You sure you can find this moon, Naji? Quite certain. I can find the place where the Ioxian had his working, Lycus. Without me, I do not think you would ever find it. What makes it so hard to find? It is a rock in a sea of rocks. But I know which rock. You don't have to come. If you can show Six the way, we'll take you to Iox. I will come with you. Otherwise, you will not find it. Why are you helping me? You see through me, of course. Please understand, I was strong. Very strong. Now, no one will ever hire me again. I just want to work. No more than that. Well then, let's go. I guess we're going this way, huh? Here we go. Eagle's Pass, sailing to Remba's dig site. This episode has not gone in the direction I thought it was going to go in. But then, I'm not exactly complaining about that. Either route ahead, huh? So we've got... Let's take... this way. I wish to submit a request, mistress. What request? 6? I request that we never return to Elboreth, mistress. I find it very difficult to endure. I'm sorry, 6. I can't promise we won't go back. Mistress... Reruns of dig site should be in this vicinity. Indeed. Alright, where do we go? Oh, wait, was that it? There's something up ahead. Let's bring her into land, 6. The moon Yazzie led us to seems desolate enough. Oh, no kidding.
We trudged across the surface of a tiny moon. Nothing but dust and towering stone.
This is the place? This is it, Micus. It is quite remarkable, mistress. This place is actually worse than Elboreth. Much worse, Maya Miki. But why did Renba dig here, Yazzie? There can't be anything to find. No one's ever lived here. There is no organic matter in the soil, mistress. I would suggest this moon has always been as you see it now. I do not know what he was looking for. I only know that he found it and he left. Just mountains of sand. We won't find any buildings here. They'd be buried. There are none. So, can we leave too? Is it dangerous here? Yes. The sand is too soft. Things fall over. What's this thing, Yazzie? For lifting. This is how we ran the winch. Where did he get all this equipment from? I don't know. Some of the others helped him unload it from the ship. Wait, there's something etched in here. But this is not an ancient site, mistress. Elborethians carve ancient symbols for luck. I don't think they know what they mean. No one does, mistress. I know one of these words. I'll guess the rest. My something something move. Stones. My stones must move? A request for strength. Added by builders to keep buildings safe. Writing must seem like magic to those who can't read. Quite a powerful frame. Remember must have been doing some heavy lifting. Rails? Made for a cart, I suppose. Someone was building something. Not exactly, Micus. Not for robots. He wouldn't use robots. Why didn't you need to use robots for the dig? Must have taken forever to excavate all this. I believe the answer is obvious, mistress. Well, 6, enlighten me. Why didn't Rember use robots? Robots cannot keep secrets, mistress. Every robot has a master. Rember didn't want Mayari to know. Perhaps Mayari. Or perhaps Mayari has a master of her own. What is that? Is that a tent? It is. This way, Micus. Follow me. What now, Rember? Every moon is a new surprise. Mistress, I must warn you, I do not trust him. I do not believe he is being entirely honest with you. I suspect there is something here of value he wishes to retrieve. All this is very strange behavior for a roboticist, mistress. Bless the river.
There were tents, carts, ropes and platforms. Rember must have had an army working here. And yet he had left it all behind. Just like that.
Here is what we did for him, Micus. The pit we dug is within, and it is deep. Must be some pit. What did Rember find? An eagle? Did he find more robots? I do not know. So all this was built before when Rember went to Maerzi. Rember must have found something here. Something that led him into the Cyclones. The robe with the brooch, perhaps? Is there a doorway? Around the back, Micus. long did all this take? I don't know, Micus. He used workers in shifts. A few weeks and then change. The work was hard. The air here is thin. Must have been certain there was something to find. But what? Will you about as barred as they come? He did not say. And I was no longer here when he found it. Whatever it was. Here's the cart for transporting rubble. We dug deep into the rock below. But what was Rembert digging for? There is nothing on this moon to dig for, mistress. Something etched into the metal. Oh, another phrase. Yay. This is broken off. I'm certain my translation for forever is right now. Nice. Something is forever. What we do? What we do is forever? This equipment is heavy. Where did Rembert get all this from? From Elboreth, I suppose. I would suggest it comes from a mine or a quarry. I believe in and of itself is too old. Must have taken weeks to set all this up. Was it worth it, Renba? Did you find what you were looking for? What was Renba looking for? What did he find? Do you know? I do not know. I was hurt before we found anything. No way around here. What was Rembert doing out here? Building his own little kingdom? Has he got a garrison under there? Seems highly unlikely. Of similar age to the previous. This one's also inscribed. Symbols etched deep into the metal. Fractured fragment from a longer phrase. We are what we do. I can add my translation for what to my dictionary. I'm also sure of do. We are what we do. Straight in there. We are what we do. Nice. See, I like this. The more words I get, the easier translation is getting, which makes more sense because it means you have more context to words. I love this. I really do love this. More tents? That's where you slept? It's empty now, of course. They all cleared out. Let's go and have a look. We get told I can't. It is a stiff climb to the camp, Micus, and there's nothing there. How do you know there's nothing there, Yazzie? You weren't here when they left. Because we were digging over there, Micus. I'm gonna go and have a look anyway. We really want to know what Rambo was doing. What he's left behind will give us the best clue. That is archaeology. This is steep, mistress. The air is poor. Take your time, we Kyoxian. Where is he going? There's something up here. Never mind something, try someone. Ioxia. Who are you? My name doesn't matter. I'm leaving. Just like your Ioxian friend did. You're one of the workers? When he packed his workers back onto the ship, he did not bother to count them. I'm so sorry. You can keep your pity. Yazzie, let's go. She can't stop us. You see, we're leaving now, Ioxian, with your ship. Without you. Someone will come for you, I'm sure. You can't fly the ship without me. By the waters and the stones. You think everyone on Elboreth has two left thumbs? Let's not waste any more time. You've been here too long already. You can't just strand me here. You wouldn't. Your man showed us no kindness. He wasn't my man. I didn't even know him. Do not try to stop us. Remember, he drove us to this. Curse his name, not ours. It doesn't have to be like this.
There was no reply.
If I may, I believe we should leave this room swiftly. Have you done something to the Nightingale? Nothing, mistress. But I do suggest we remove it. I will activate the hopper now. God damn it. I didn't even get to go in the tent. figured the tent would be the important thing. Crap. I keep making bad decisions because I want to go and explore. I think I can see them. I can see Yassi's limp. What do we do about those two down there? Six. What's going on? What do we do about those two down there? Six. We can't just leave them. I can hop her down and retrieve them, mistress. Do you think they'll overpower me? Steal the ship? The man has only one functional arm, mistress. I would say the odds are even or better. You think we should? No, mistress. I am quite content to leave them behind. However, I anticipate such an action would cause you some internal harm. You have a core as well as I. Oh, I'm probably going to regret this. Go and get him. Alright, go and get them. Thank you, mistress. I feel like I should grab something as a weapon. You came back for us? Isn't it clear right now? Of course I did. Of course I did. You would have come back for me. Of course. Or sent someone in the end. Market Moon Koroniki. What are we gonna do with you? There is nowhere in the nebula for us. On Elboreth, we are slaves. I will have to return to the market. I am owned. I want to choose for you. I don't want to choose for you. But I gotta take you somewhere. There is a moon, Reniki. I've heard of it. A market moon. Maybe we could find work there. I can take you to Reniki. Six, chart the course. At least you are safe, sire. No one is ever safe, Yazzie. Yes, mistress. Maybe I can go back there later. Hopefully I can go back there later. Right, we've got a long way to go to get here. Halfway across the sodding nebula. Whew. So do all Ioxians get given robots, Micus? They are attached to you as children, perhaps? I'm not from Iox, I'm from Elboreth. Yes, Mike, yes, of course. My mistake. Alright. Want to sail for a while, Six? Yeah, let's let him do it. Thank you, mistress. Yeah, fine by me. Oh. Alright, where the hell have we ended up? Oh, wow, he has sailed. We have reached uncharted waters, mistress. Are they uncharted? They look pretty charted to me.
The Ranaka Reach is famous for smashing boats to splinters. The Ranakans are said to make their boats from solid iron. I could see Yazi had been on a ship before. He kept his balance with ease. It occurred to me then that he could probably sail.
Here's what I don't understand about Renva 6. What makes a roboticist take up treasure hunting? Working it out slowly. What got him started? A robot, mistress? Need to turn left shortly. Yep, I got it. Let's go. Come on, keep it moving now. Keep it moving. We've got to keep moving forward. Either way, left or right, let's go left. Means I don't have to make as many choices. Simples. Straight ahead. Tell you, do you know what Rambo was looking for? He found it. A buried boat. Boat? And what it carried. Huh. And what was the boat you found carrying? I did not see Ioxium. Maybe it's a case of there wouldn't have been anything for you to see, but I feel like I maybe missed out on some possible things to read for translation's sake. I don't know. Long way to go yet. Turn us right shortly. Okay. time is it? Oh, we still got 10 minutes yet. Okay. I do wonder, I mean, they talk about things like atmosphere. Is this supposed to be like a shattered planet or something? How did Rember know that boat was buried there? Good question. I have to remember that for later. Now, we've got a few unexplored ruins dotted around. They're pretty generous, actually, with how far away from a line you can find a ruin. There's one there. A couple up there. There was one over here as well, wasn't there? Maybe not. He just walked out across the plain, stopped and pointed down. And he said, "You dig here." And there it was. A presumably crashed ship. Oh good, we're almost there. The Raniki Reach. So yeah, Rember told me he was looking for an observatory. He found a boat. And what is an observatory? Let's hop her down. Indeed, let's. I haven't been here before either, so avoid some notice. Raniki, a market moon. Perhaps Yazzie and Sire can be happy here. I don't know, Yazzie seems a bit of a fatalist to me. Welcome to Raniki. Or Ranaki. Micus, I didn't know there were places like this. I had heard, but Yazzie, they are looking at us. Don't worry about them. They'll get used to you quickly enough. So... what should we do? Honestly, I have no idea. When I moved from Elboreth to Iox, I had a job, place to sleep. I've never had to leave everything behind. We never had anything. I'm not down on that moon. That is a gift. Ioxian, had we stolen your boat, we would have sailed forever and never found this place. Good faith to you. I hope you can make it a home. Before we go, I have something for you. The excavation on the Elboreth moon ended as soon as we found the ship in the ground. I was there. We found a hatch filled with dull gemstones. One or two looked valuable to me. I kept a little for myself. What kind of crystal is it? I have no idea. But he thought it was valuable. And I don't want it anymore. What is it? I know no more than you. Well, take care of yourselves. What are you looking at, Yazzie? You too? Look at you. You could be sisters. Really? I didn't notice that. What makes you say that? Can't you see it? Something around the eyes. And steel inside them. Perhaps we are? I grew up in an orphanage in Elboreth. Never knew my parents. If they were my parents, then you were better off without them. Are your parents still alive on Elboreth? Wouldn't care if they were. Trust me, you're better off as you are, Alaya. Don't go chasing ghosts. You might find them. Good faith to you. I had a few days to pocket the treasures the Ioxian wretch left behind. They should be enough. Come on, Yazzie. And hold up your head. Now, let's see if we can find this
We
Amadou.
snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street.
Any signs of ruins on this moon? No, mistress. This moon appears well inhabited. Nothing here is old.
Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
Rugs. Could get one for the professor. Her office could use a bit more color. Or for timer. I could always use a rug. Perhaps if the archaeology does not pan out, mistress, you could simply trade rugs around the nebula. Good faith, you fine lady. Would the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? Listen, do you know a man named Amadou? Amadou? No, I really couldn't be sure of that. So many people buy my fruit, you understand. So very good, you see. Carnival grapes, busy, just today. Where'd you get your fruit from? Seems very fresh. It is fresh indeed. I grow it myself. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat fist? Wow, that must take a lot of water. And careful to reuse and take from the rain. How about a red pomelo? I really just want to know where Amadou is. Of course. I really must get myself another customer. Lanterns. Wonder if the glass is blown locally. Ooh, Alright. Well, oh, 5 o'clock. Alright. We shall pause again for now. This episode has not gone in any of the directions I thought it was going in. You know, every single place I go to has something there that doesn't meet my expectations. I kind of like that. On the one hand, it's a bit annoying. On the other hand, it's like, well, it's nice that they are actually trying to do something weird and different and fun. So, yes, we shall leave it here just for a moment. And we should take a quick break. And I shall be back in a couple of minutes. See you in a sec, guys. And I am back. Okay, let's get started. We've got to keep finding people. Mark? Who is this Amadou mistress? When we find him, we'll ask him. I see. You know no more than I do. There's a few more people through here.
The market of Renaka seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Renaka ever slept, but if they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
Pottery. Can't sell all of these, surely. Unless they break them after every meal. You never know. Vases. Bread. How reliable is your core? Is the core of my being, mistress? If it goes, I go. Excuse me. Yes. My name is Elia. Can I help you? I was reading. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'll let you read. You're new here, aren't you? To Reniki. You must have sailed here. Of course. How else could I have gotten here? Most of us are born here. Listen, I'm looking for someone. Yes. What did you say? I don't know. Wait, what? Then I can't see how I could help. I'm an archaeologist. I love old sites. I'm an archaeologist. Find old sites, ruins. I'm interested in history in other places. Really? I read books for the same reason, I suppose. But I'm sure you're on the wrong moon. There's nothing like that here. Oh, please, excuse me. I don't get much time. My father will have me back with the accounts soon enough. His name's Amadou. He's a trader. I knew this was important. That's his stall on the roof over there. You could buy yourself another servo, perhaps. I'll speak to him. Thank you. Good faith to you.
A fountain was messing about in the middle of the square, spitting at passers-by.
Can you imagine a fountain like this on Elboreth? Just spilling water into the street? Think anyone would stop me filling a bottle? I doubt the water is drinkable. Water would still be worth a goat or two on Elboreth. Even if it isn't drinkable. Where does the water come from? Is there a wellspring right here? No, mistress. I believe the water is pumped up and cycled. A show of wealth then. Keep your eyes open. Anyway, set up and my eyes do not close, mistress. They technically do not exist. Well, this looks interesting. Who are you? You're Amadou? What do you want? I was told you could help me. You want a servo? Are you buying? You've got one already. I'm not here about robots. Then what do you want? I've come to ask you about an ancient observatory. Strange thing to ask a servo dealer about. What makes you think I know where any observatory might be? A friend of mine told me to talk to you. So the little Ioxian with the big ears has sent a bigger Ioxian. But what my discovery worth to this one? I have found an observatory, it's true. Why don't you tell me where it is so I can go? The observatory is just a ruin. Is that so? Are you sure? I'm a scholar. I read things. So you're here from sheer curiosity? No other reason? Why don't you tell me where it is? Why don't I? A shimmering idea. Perhaps I could throw in a servo into the bargain. What do you think? I'm only asking for information. Oh, hey, Zero. I'll read that in a sec. I'm a serious person, Amadou. You have a nice smile, I'm sure, underneath all that serious talk. But I do not think it is so very nice. Alright, what the hell do you want? Well, that is a fine looking robot you have. 6 series worth of 100 observatories, you can't have my robot. I want to know what you have. You can't have my robot. Technically, he's not even mine to give. It speaks. Wonder. Pity you do not really want to find the observatory. I want to know what you have before I agree to anything. How old is the observatory? What state is it in? tell you about the observatory. I've walked its corridors, seen ancient machines. It is built on 3 levels. Each is circular, wider than the one above it, so that it looks like it must topple from the sky, and yet it stands. But perhaps that is enough for you. That is not enough. I disagree, fine lady. Now, we discuss a price. Six here is worth 100 observatories. Thank you, mistress. Perhaps then 1 observatory, an attractive hand-woven rug made by my aunt. I don't like your terms. I could tell you about the corridors of glass. Machines like gigantic servos buried deep below the crust. Are you sure we won't trade? I'm not trading. I won't trade. So be it. And so the observatory is lost once more. I'm sure I'll find it myself. I sure as hell aren't saying 6. Be able to find a servo. Think of poor Amadou, his business drying up by the day. Mistress? What just happened? Shh. Just leave it.
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
Well, Amadou was not a pleasant person there. This place is so happy. Can't imagine Elboreth being like this. Wealth. And distance from Iox. I wonder if I could talk to her again, maybe get some information out of her. Well, welcome back, Devon. Let's see now. Rumors of a new Metroid game, not Prime 4 and traditional Paper Mario, coming in 2020. Interesting. Only rumors though, Zero, so I'll believe it when I see it. Did I say welcome back, Devon? I think I said welcome back, Devon, and you had some stuff to do, did you? And RL fine. Is this my first playthrough? Yes, it is. I'm about... So just 6, 7, 8... About 8 hours in so far. I'm just sort of wandering around trying to find clues and all sorts of various things again. Just going through it bit by bit, you know? You know, Rambo must have seen that figurine of Kibenya. He must have seen the goddess on Maerzi too. But he didn't think to take it to them. He was too concerned with his own finds. Excuse me again. Oh, hello again. Is that the same book you were reading before? Of course it is. There aren't that many different books. The printers have a print of one book and they roll it out. Same as the bread makers do. But where are you from anyway? Iox? Iox? Do they have a library? I've always wanted to visit a real library. Iox is 3. Maybe I can charm some information out of her. Thousands of books. are so old, no one can read them. You're teasing me. Maybe a little. But I'd love to see it. Only I could never sail. Besides, my father would never allow it. Good faith to you, lady. I must get back to my work. Damn. There I was hoping I could get a little info out of her. I like her. Mistress? Best not to go wandering off. This is a big moon. Forgive me, but do you live on Reniki? I do. You know any dealers of old artifacts here? Artifacts? There's no doubt some jewelers. You will have to take your luck with the market. Good faith, lady. Fair enough. Well, didn't get the information I wanted, which was a bit annoying. But his price was too high for what I was willing to pay, so we'll work something else out, I'm sure. What else have we got? They seem to sell everything here. Look, in here. Those are lizards, aren't they? Gecko, all colors. You sell lizards? Buy gecko? Find this gecko, climbs walls. And reach hard to reach places. How much does one cost? 53. Have you ever heard of an ancient observatory near her? Bit of a long shot, but probably not. The ruins of the Desperate Ways? Oh, hello. The servos whisper about it at night. Jackpot! They say the books write their own pages at night. I sell you Salamander. Good company. Oh, tempted to buy one now for that piece of information. Gecko now or gecko later? That's the gist of the game. You never get the information you wanted, but you always get some tiny scrap of other information. Yeah, it does seem to go like that, doesn't it? I mean, I was saying earlier, because earlier on, like much earlier on, let me just pause it for a second. Much earlier on in the game, I was at the graveyard. And like, you know, at first everything seemed like abandoned, and it was just a case of exploring around, seeing what information you could uncover, and then suddenly hologram of a dead person. And then we went to the ruin of the place with where Renber had been, and like suddenly out of nowhere, and a person he abandoned was just there, and they tried to steal the ship. And it's like things never seem to go in the direction you think they're going to go. You know, a lot of these places you think are going to be completely abandoned moons, and they're just not. Whoops. Oh, damn it, did I press a button? Cock. New gecko come in a week. Tell me more about the observatory? I like how even she started speaking in a not quite clear way. No. I sell geckos. I wonder if it's like can reach hard to reach places. Can I actually use like the gecko to get things? I don't want a gecko, but my robot does. That's almost tempting. I'm gonna buy a gecko. Assuming I can. 6. I'm going to buy a gecko. I will not carry it, mistress. Don't be a kumquat fist. Yeah, that was a good line. You've got space down there, haven't you? I'll carry the gecko. Respectfully, mistress, you did not come here for a gecko. And I am not having a gecko clambering around inside my lower drawers. Gecko? Buying a gecko. I'll buy a stripy one, please. I'll buy a stripy one. I'm assuming I've got 66. Let's see what you brought. I prefer ancient and mysterious things. Offer something valuable, offer something small. Something small, perhaps? Silver box, copper telescope. Offer the yellow map of the nebula. Find a golden bell. I don't really want to get rid of anything. Charge page from a book. Yes, a charge page from a book in exchange for a gecko. This is a problem. My problem is I'm a hoarder. I don't want to get rid of anything just in case it becomes useful later. So, but at the same time, it's like, well, a gecko could be useful later as well. Because it says it can reach high to reach places. I'm like, that might come in handy. Maybe they're trained and I could use it to get an item down from someplace later on. But I'm probably thinking of the wrong kind of game here. None of these. Offer something valuable. What's in that list? Holographic metal. No, don't trade that. Something small. You know what? Never mind. Let's just... Sorry, change my mind. A pity. Maybe I'll come back later. Let's see where this goes first. Maybe I'll regret that later.
A fat man with a scarf flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
That's nice. What's that? Berries. Fair enough. You think everyone here is like that? It would seem improbable. Surely they would have all starved. That seems highly likely. Don't cry. Maybe I'll come back later and pick one up. Do I need a gecko? Like, really? Do I actually need a gecko? I'm sure it's a cute little thing, but I don't know what I'd get rid of in order to get said gecko. Because all the stuff I've got on me seems really important. People here seem affluent. No kidding. I don't know. Back to the ship. Let's go back. Whoop. So we left the surface of Renaki, the market moon. With enough new evidence to find an undiscovered site. Yay! No new translations though, which is a bit disappointing. Right. Aboard the Nightingale. I was thinking about that boat that Sire and Renbo found. The size of the dig suggests it was big. Empire never used large ships, no one can build anything like that. The Empire never used ships that large. It was too old, too long buried. You have never seen a ship like it. I hope Mistress Sire's description was accurate. No wonder Rembo was excited. It must have been a whole age before the Empire. When ships like great whales crawl the rivers, carrying things from one moon to another. Trading, mistress? Seems likely. An age of sail. Before the Empire was even founded. Before the Empire locked down the nebula. As a general rule, most of the things under something small aren't things you can use other than to trade, with a couple of exceptions. Really? Fair enough. Ooh, Age of Sail Site. And the Withering Palace. Age of Sail Site down here too. So much stuff. Remember's dig site, but I didn't see inside the dig tent. Yeah, I want to go back there now because I had to go away because it is so friggin' long. Oh, it's gonna take ages to get back there. Why can't they just have fast travel? Why do you have to do this manually every sling time? I mean, I get it. You want to be able to do things manually so you can discover all the little random dig sites scattered around and all that stuff. But sometimes you just want to fast travel. I have finished my consideration of the stone in the statues, mistress. I also wish we had an analog control rather than the stupid left-right triggers. And I wish the... Have we ever rushed location where the statues were constructed? Yay. I also wish the camera was more automatic. You can pass the control to 6. Yeah, but you can only pass control to 6 at certain times. Good work. You can't always just pass the control to 6. And occasionally it'll take control away from 6 and give it back to you. Thank you, mistress. The edge. Oh, hello. Ruin. A ruin. I would guess it dates from ancient times, mistress. It should only take a few moments. For you, it always works that way, but that's probably because you're playing a different version. Were you? Scrap of a small book. Wonder how long it's been there. What, were you playing like the console version or something? There's something written on the side. Oh goody, more stuff to translate. This one is a faded piece from an even longer phrase. Is it now? Whoa, that's a lot of words. Okay, well, do we have... Could be sailors? Brain. I don't think there's anything. No, it could be brain. Wouldn't have thought so. Who? That could be who. So many possibilities. Acts towards? That doesn't seem right. Sailors, acts. I'm not sure about acts. Let me move the... Thank you. I'll pull that out. I'll just keep putting them in until we get something. Put that in there. Eye brain? That's probably not right. Come on. Excuse me. That's probably not right. Must be another phrasing, alright. Cross off one of the words. Okay, so it's not acts. I'm kind of... Could be who. Who something gods. Who something gods. Nope, not that either. What are you crossing off now? Who? Okay. It's like gods. It's not who. In that case, it's probably sailors. That could be big word in there. Well, question mark sailors. Probably going to prove that sailors is probably wrong. I mean, it is a house, so house is probably in there somewhere. As I house? Nope, that ain't it. Clearly incorrect. Alright, which one are you going to cross off next time? Not as either. I don't exactly have that many left. It's house or brain? Is that it? Nope, that's not right either. That's something wrong. Come on, what now? Not towards either. For goodness sake, how many more are there? Gonna have to guess on this one. Nope, don't like that one either, apparently. Come on, I'm better than this. Really? Thought that was onto a winner there. Nope. Not gods either. In that case, it must be sailors in that spot there then. But all I've got left. House. I? Ah, there we go, finally. I think my translation for sailors is wrong. Yeah, no kidding. I was kind of working that one out myself. And those can't be the glyphs from my either. Did I get house correct? And for house is wrong too. Blimey, getting it all wrong at the moment. I was doing so well earlier. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of blank words. Could mean absolutely anything. Bless mine of. Pilgrims. Could be just pilgrims read this book. Probably not, but it was a book we found it on. Pilgrims read this book. Maybe not read. Maybe pilgrims follow. Pilgrims follow. Pilgrims need want? Pilgrims need wind's freedom? We like pilgrims need the wind of freedom kind of stuff? And no, that doesn't feel quite right. God, you can tell I'm getting tired. This is taking me ages to get through. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with my original thing. It's probably totally wrong, but you never know. It's more direct and it feels more, I guess, plausible. But we'll get it sorted out later. I'm sure once we find more words, and we'll be able to help me finish it up. Well, one would hope. This comes from the same place as the book and the fragment of sail that we discovered out in the wash. Must have been common to travel between the two sites. That's cool. Should help us locate a moon further out than any we've seen before. I'm sure Tappy would love to get his hands on this scrap of paper. I could sail forever. But let's not. Interesting, mistress. Could you sail forever? Or would you run out of sky? Okay, where are we now? Okay, so we went down that huge ass long thing here. That was fun, at least. Alright, so we gotta go around all the way along. I really wish it would give me the option to let what's his name take over. Mistress of another airless ruins of distance away. Oh, good. Let's do it. This ruin appears to date from the earliest days of the Nebula, Mistress. Wow. I will investigate. I really feel like this place used to be like a planet that blew up or something. A dented sextant. Must have come from somewhere close to here. Casing has been inscribed with glyphs. That's a lot of glyphs. Yay. Okay. We got most of these words, actually. Your. Could be goddess. Goddess, sail. Something your. Here? Something must be wrong somewhere. Let's Really? It isn't the ancient for here after all. Okay. Wait, didn't I put the... What? Hang on, that can't be right. Here, so what are you gonna be? Didn't I put the word goddess in there somewhere? I thought that was supposed to be the word goddess and the word here. What the hell split that up? Okay, fair enough. I did think that was a bit weird that it said here goddess. I must have been... I put two words in there, but it separated them off saying, no, actually this is different. That's weird. That was slightly confusing. Something sail, something your something something. Remember sail beyond your within your believe mind pray sail believe remember freedom sail beyond your overseer parent again. It could be again. Freedom sail beyond your parent again. I don't know, none of these sentences are making sense all of a sudden. Freedom sail beyond your... It's the fact that it's got that last word in there. That doesn't really fit. We'll leave it at that. Try to correct it later. I feel like I don't have enough context to work that sentence out. Oops. The freedom to sail? Things have changed, 6, since this was made. Okay, hang on. Left or right? We'll go left. This comes from the same source as the scrap of paper. You should help us work out where to look for the site. I must have a whole lot of things showing up now. Somewhere distant. That's really confusing, but okay. I've got so many sites to just explore. Nightingale herself must be an age of sail ship. She's about the right age, I think. Something else coming up now. She's still river worthy, even after all this time. Yay, another ruin. More translating fun. Best bit of the game, if you ask me. A ruin. No kidding. It's a ruin from ancient times, mistress. Please wait. Found a battered golden telescope. Oh, another one? Just floating out there? Oh, excuse me. Looks like there are some Described characters in the ancient script. This is the end of a longer line of text, is it now? Read. What? Nope, that can't be right. Doesn't fit now, does it? Why won't you go back in there? That's weird. Oh, it's because it's the wrong one. Oh, that ain't right. Alright, cross one of the ones off. Not what, huh? Nope. Also not that. Not does either, huh? That might not end up being read. Read me. You? Oh, hello. Registration read has to be off. Correct. Well, getting something wrong is almost as good as getting something right, I guess. So something me, something you, something. Follow me if you cannot write. Follow me if you can. Follow me. Sorry. That feels good, but I guess we'll see. This comes from the same site as the dentist sextant and the scrap of paper, I think. Okay, do we want to go left? No, we'll stick on the outside. Having another artifact to help us pin down its location. Alright, just keep sailing. Will it? Ah, so it will. Well, we found a way out of whatever goes beyond there, but I don't know where the way in is. So we'll stick to the left, I think. Stick to the outside. Wait, what? Yeah, okay, left again. Yay, a shipwreck. Is that the time already? Okay, come on. Let's finish the conversation, please. I want to get to the site. Come on. Get down to the ruin. I hate that it feels the need to like wear out the conversation it's already having before going to the ruin. Like discovering a ruin would presumably interrupt a conversation. I feel like this game's designed to just take its time as much as possible. Covered a precisely written leather-bound book. Wonder how long it's been there. Spine looks like it's painted on. Ooh, it's got that swirly one again. This is one end of a blotted fragment of text. Is it now? Okay then. That could be dies. Book. This book dies? Probably not. No good. There's not enough here for me to guess the rest. Oh, really? I have to hope I see these sequences again. This book dies? That'll do for now. Really? Wow, so I didn't actually have enough words to go with it. That doesn't happen very often. It comes from the same source as the battered telescope and the dented sextant, I think. Yeah, look, I found the way out. Question is, do we take it or do we not bother yet? There's the way out. That will work for later, I think. At least I know where now. We go out through here. Oh look, another ruin. Because of course there's another bloody ruin. Oh, looks like there's a way out there too. God, there's so many places you can go around here. Forward, please. Thank you. Here we go again. God, so many things. The site appears to date in the early empire, mistress. I will investigate. An iron lantern engraved with a depiction of a path. Just lying out there? No. No, it was running around. Oil burning. The glass is the sort they blow on Elboreth. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription. Oh. Say this comes from the pre-Empire site. This should help us work out to where to look for it. The wires. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. I think we're about to get crossed. Come on, round we go. Need a branch. Let's go this way then. Because why the hell not? What question have you got? What do you make of this crystal of Renva 6? Iolite, mistress. I am detecting strange things, but nothing I can be certain of. Right, left or right again? Yeah, left or right again. The material appears lighter than it is. Cannot explain that further. Can you not? What good are you then? Come on, let's go. Faster! Oh, why can't 6 just take control for once? It'd be so much bloody easier. This is gonna take forever. Come on. So, you were off when you buried? Asleep? That is why you can't remember it? I don't know, mistress. I cannot remember. Finally. Takes so bloody long for him to decide, hey, sure, let me cut down some time. Oh good. Takes me straight there. Finally. I mean, I get it that it wants to, like, it wants you to experience the joy and wonder of the frustratingly terrible controls. Here it is. Whatever you were after, Renba. This boat Saya mentioned. Hope you left us some clues. Not old. Hard, too. There.
Darkness.
Mistress, watch your step.
An enormous pit had been cut into the rock below. It must have taken days to do. Weeks, even.
What could be down there to be worth all this? I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm afraid that's going to have to wait till next time. Because I'm afraid we are completely out of time for this stream. Oh god. This game is both fascinating and frustrating in equal measure. I keep, you know what, I keep saying this like all the time. I keep saying that, oh, you know, I kind of like parts of it, but other parts of it really frustrate me. But the parts of it that frustrated me are starting to get really bloody frustrating. And it's a shame because it is dulling my enjoyment of the parts that I like. You know? I don't like... The sailing mechanic is a great idea executed in probably the worst possible way. Like, the fact that you can, you know, sort of take manual control of it and explore and find ruins, that I kind of like. But I don't like the fact that you're forced down these incredibly long one-way systems. You know, the fact that it does have a nice open area for you to explore, that I kind of like, but I don't like the fact that it never just gives you the option to skip the traveling and just go to your destination. Like, you have to suffer through these long, frankly, boring and tedious segments where you're just forced to control this awkward ship through these streams. And the controls, being what they are, do not help. Like, why was the controls put on the shoulder buttons instead of just giving you the analog stick to control, you know? Why was that a choice? I mean, I get it, it's got the left sail and the right sail, and that's how you decide, but that seems like the design of the ship was done, and then they said, okay, let's tie this to the controls, and they didn't actually consider whether that would be fun in the long term, you know? It was just like, let's make the controls fit the ship rather than making the ship fit the controls, which is what you always need to look at in a video game. But yeah, that whole sort of bit really frustrates me. I'm sure I'll deal with it all in good time. So yeah, I mean, I like a lot about this game, but dear God, the bits that frustrate me do frustrate me. And I swear to God, every single decision I make makes me feel like I'm making a really bad choice. Like, all the time. It makes me feel like I'm just doing something wrong. But I do wonder if maybe that's the point. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.